I'm Miss Cummings, and I teach kindergarten at Barger Academy of Fine Arts in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I embrace diversity in my classroom. When we ask questions and answer questions, the kids are able to express themselves through their bodies, through dance and drama, as well as their words and through vocally or written. And they're able to do that talking to each other after we read books. We talk about what they experienced, what their experience is with the book, and you're able to see their diversity in their backgrounds and their experiences through that as well. And then also in their play. So we love to, during indoor recess on rainy days, they really get to express their diversity through their play, through all of the different things we have to play with during that time as well. So we love diversity.
I did this before with Felicion, and I was like, I can't do this. Hello, my name is Cindy Ball, and I'm a first grade teacher at Barger Fine Arts Academy in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Several of the ways that I incorporate cultural diversity in my room are through reading of books, watching of videos, and talking about current affairs that are happening in our city as well as in our country.
Okay, the way that I try to incorporate culture and diversity into my classroom is the very first thing, just even at the beginning of the year, I try to learn my students, meet their families, and I try to find out everything I need to know about that child, because I know they come from different cultural backgrounds, different ethnicities. After that, if I need to learn more, then I will read. I will use computers to get me some knowledge on what I need to know. And then I incorporate that with my lessons and with my curriculum so that everybody in my classroom will feel comfortable. I try to raise my classroom as a family. And with that being said, we all have to learn each other also within my classroom. Therefore, if I have to modify lessons, I'll do that. If I have a slow learner, or I will pair them up with another child that I think that they will be good with to make them comfortable. But my biggest thing is making sure that I have that relationship with my students as well as their families, because then I can run my classroom more. I can function easier that way. I can teach easier that way, and it makes it much easier, and the kids can adapt better because now they're feeling more at home in my classroom environment, and they also feel like they have a place in the classroom. And I have found that has worked a lot of times. They're easier to communicate with. They feel a relationship with me to where they can come and say, I can't, or I don't understand, or will you help me? And that's the biggest thing for me, because once we break that right there and they're comfortable, then I know we can pretty much achieve anything in my classroom.
Cultural diversity is addressed in my classroom in many different ways. Students learn songs from different countries. We learn where different countries are. We incorporate music from today when we're talking about theme and variation, or forms or things like that. So we're bringing in things that kids may not have a chance to get at home, along with some things that they are bringing from home.
In order to incorporate cultural diversity within the school building, there are several things that we do. First, we have to look at the folks that are in the building so that we can see what's actual culturally diverse for them. At my current school, we're about 85% African American students here, and with that 85%, of course, a lot of them are bringing in their own cultural identities and things from their culture. So when we do our Heritage Month or African American History Month, they have things that are going on about them. A lot of the teachers have to actually learn new things because the dynamics with the teacher's race versus the student's race is not always the same. So we have teachers bring things in. Also, number two, I like to bring in folks of other cultures so that the teachers and the students can see various cultures coming into the classroom, and they can talk about what they've offered or the way they do things. As a matter of fact, for the past few years, we've had teachers from Israel that have come into the school, and they've toured the building, and they've talked to some of the students and some of the teachers about just the cultural difference, and not only the building makeup, but also the way things are taught here as compared to Israel. And last, we try to make sure that cultural things are embedded within some of the lessons, especially in the arts classes. Because one of the reasons why I actually taught music is because there's no culture or people group on the planet that does not use music for celebration, for mourning, for happy times, sad times, for lots of different things. Everyone uses music in their lives. So I wanted to share music, my music inside of me, with all of my students, and the music of the world with everyone else.